You okay? Oh, for sure. Okay, so Sandy is, applying for alternates. And she has. And what? Oh, right, no, I was just reading that, just all the little details on there.
Yeah, she had sent an application before we didn't interview her because I thought you guys wanted to do telephonic interviews.
Oh, then we said it was fine.
And I said, it's fine, so we changed it for today. If you're ready, I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Sandy. Adam was here. City of Oronn calling. Hi, I just got you on a, good, I've got you on a speakerphone here. I've got Mayor Denny Walsh, and actually we have none of the other council members here, but the mayor will go ahead and do an interview with you if that's okay.
Oh, that's quite right.
Okay.
Hi Sandy, how are you?
I'm terrific, just enjoying the last few moments on the beach in Florida. It's our second last sunset, and then we'll be headed back to sunny Minnesota.
What part of Florida did you get to go to?
We're in an area called Bonita Beach.
Oh, sure.
We have had one evening of rain in the last month.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, we were just in Marathon for spring break, so we didn't have any rain, and I got sunburned a little bit. My skin is not ready for the sun yet.
That's right, well, I'm trying to add another layer of tan before I come back.
I can appreciate that for sure. So, if you tell me a little bit about what your, being on the Parks Commission. What's led you here, and what is your interest? I know you talked to Brian a little bit, so.
Well, I retired January 1st from my role with a software development company based in Edinburgh, Scotland. And my neighbor, Brian Ross, suggested, hey, why don't you consider being a part of the Oronn Parks Commission? And I hadn't really thought about it before, but he knows that, we've been very active in the pickleball community, and of course have been a part of the group that's been advocating for, doing some potential parks development in that area, so he thought it would be a natural fit. But as we got to talking, it dawned on me that quite a number of years ago, my husband and I were very actively involved in the Saga Hill Preservation Society that led to, that open space on Saga Hill being designated as, permanent open space. So we've really been kind of active in that regard for a number of years.
So were you, for the Saga Hill thing, was that when we were kind of redoing that whole thing, or were you talking about in the very beginning when they just kind of bought the land and everything?
The very beginning, yeah, we were involved in the development of the land grant, and we had, done an investment in the attorney to kind of evaluate, what the situation was with the idea of developing that land versus turning it into open space, and then working with some other folks in the community to, identify funding for it and, look at what our options were to turn that into a parks area. So yeah, it was the very, very first look at that area before the more recent development.
Wow, that's awesome, man. So yeah, I'm assuming you've seen kind of all the good stuff we've done with it. Just from just not too that long ago, we kind of refurbished everything and cut everything down and kind of brought the open space back to kind of, I guess we'll call it the top of the hill in Saga, which is just beautiful now.
Oh yeah, we've done a little hiking out there, and it is just so different from when my kids were growing up and we, hike up there, and it was so overgrown. But that's just a beautiful area. It's just, I hope that people will take advantage of it.
Well, that's awesome. So obviously besides pickleball, it sounds like you like all all the great parks, you've helped us do parks already, so it sounds like a great fit to kind of get you back involved, because when we reconstituted the whole Parks Commission, geez, I wanna say maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and we've been gone for a long time, so we've done, obviously been pretty active, financially and, just, with all the different people that are on the Parks Commission, going around keeping tabs on everything that's going on, and what needs to be done, how we can make them better, and then obviously there's always a moving target, so we always like lots of eyes and, ears out there, people who care about what's going on, so we can make the parks, the best they can be constantly, so, you're that person, which it sounds like you are, we'd love to have you, on it. Right now, what we've got is alternates, and the alternates are actually on the different park committees on the specific parks to participate. They're just not up there for the actual meetings themselves up in the DS. But,
and that's a good start, because, we're still doing a fair bit of traveling, enjoying, the fruits of our first year of retirement. So being involved in some committees and getting more familiar with, the process, whether it be the political process or the planning process, I think is a good way to get indoctrinated into the people and just the activities of the Parks Commission. So, yeah, I mean, I just want to contribute in whatever way I can. Years ago, I was a part of the parish council for Our Lady of the Lake Parish in Mound. And, during that period of time, we went through, a lot of demographic changes, and there were discussions about adding a floor onto the school. And, when we looked at the demographics, despite the fact that a lot of parents wanted to do that development, we said, really can't support that. Are there other ways, to make the school financially successful without, making big capital commitments? And what that involvement in that planning and that research told me is that, we do have an aging community, and so we really need to think about, all the different kinds of people who contribute to a healthy community. And the amazing thing about pickleball, besides the fact that it's just fun to play, and, once you get the bug, it's hard, not to be an enthusiast, it's such a great community builder. It's such a great part of, one of my goals when I retired was to be healthy again. Not that I was never not healthy, but I sat behind the desk for many years. And, getting out and meeting people and every day being physically active, I think it's just essential, right, to what makes a great community and makes a community attractive to other people. So, I just believe that, we need to both represent young families and, also understand that the demographics of our community are going to change. And, we want to make sure that everybody's active and we're giving people a place to go and come together as a community. So if I had to say there's one reason why I'm interested, it's because this has been our community for 30 years, and it's really only recently, because I traveled internationally and really didn't have a lot of time to volunteer, outside of our church. It's just, I think it's really important to us that we know that this is going to be the place where we want to retire and, meet new people and, really be involved in giving back. So that's kind of the motivation, besides the fact that Brian has been a great advocate for the Parks Commission, to say the least.
yeah, no, he really has. I golf over at Lafayette, so I see the outdoor pickleball courts that they have that are, constantly in use, and I just know in the last couple of years, they converted one of the tennis courts also, which could have a couple more pickleball courts, because I think it's just has picked up, and there's just more and more people kind of interested in that, so there's more, obviously tennis courts take up a lot of room, and I never see them full, and pickleball courts obviously are smaller, and you get just as many people, if not more people, into those things, and it's all that stuff is great. I think we're all on the same page in what you're looking for, what we're looking for, so I think it'd be a great fit for sure. Do you have any other questions of us right now?
I just look forward to getting back, in the groove, so to say, when we get home, and, I'll just expect that someone will reach out when there's an appropriate time. I know, I've had some very limited interaction with one of the other members of the planning commission around starting to just sort of talk pickleball and, kind of get to know each other. And so when I get back, I'll reach back out to him and, see if there's, something we can do in terms of understanding where things will head and what the timing of things will be. So I think it'll just sort of naturally come about that I'll get increasingly more involved. I will say we're going to be spending the first couple weeks of June, traveling in the Southwest. But after that, come midsummer, my schedule opens up. So yeah, I should be pretty accessible and, just really looking forward to meeting the people who are involved.
Awesome, well, we'll look forward to having you be involved too. I appreciate it, taking the time for the call today.
All right, terrific. Well, thanks for calling me, and I will talk with you all soon.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great. If, we'll just make a motion tonight and just make it easy.
Okay, we didn't have it on the agenda, so we could do it the next time, or if you wanna just do.
Probably just do it in your council report or something like that, or just add it, okay, just do it, yeah. No, great people, this is amazing. Great people that are on the news.
The commission did set, they have a subcommittee for pickleball now too.
Oh, do they?
So that's probably, I think Cameron is leading that one, so that's probably.
And it's good timing, that's for sure.
I told you to watch out for that.
And then you tripped on it?